Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name is Lyell. I'm from Integrated Men's Health in Melbourne. I'm a men's health and porn addiction specialist, amongst other things. And today I'm going to talk to you about the obvious crisis in the dating world. I went on Tinder for a few months just to see what it was like, and my experiment has produced some very interesting results, and I'm going to comment on those today. I can't give exact stats as I wasn't keeping count of matches, but I did see some obvious patterns and there were lots of matches. So just to give you an idea, it was a 4-month stint, and just so you know, I was generally interested in meeting someone. It was not, not for a second was I there to treat men badly or use them or treat them as an experiment. So when matched with all of these men, only one man initiated contact with me. The rest of them matched and said nothing. That's just ridiculous. Out of the men I initiated contact with, maybe 20% responded. Again, not good. Of that 20%, none of them kept up the conversation, and that none of them continued to reply or made any effort past like the first 5 minutes. I was leading the conversation in all cases. So 0% of these conversations were engaging, connected, or worth pursuing. The number of dates, 0. Now I know what you're going to say, that Tinder is for hookups, and yes, there are people on there using it for that. Not that they can hold a conversation, but my experience on Tinder over the years has been no different to any other dating site apps. Some people are there for hookups, obviously, and others are looking for dating or relationships or more. So in the past, I've met some really great guys on Tinder. I've had great conversations on there too. In the past, all dating sites were engaging and fruitful. This was before smartphones, sexting, and porn, before all of that became so prominent. On Plenty of Fish, recently, I have spoken to one man in 16 months that has engaged and shown genuine interest. However, he has not asked me out, and he didn't call me, and even though he has my number, right? So I suggested a phone call, and we organised a time, and then he didn't answer. When I called him, he called me 20 minutes later at a time when I could only talk for 5 minutes. So we kept messaging, and then he disappeared for about a week and came back saying he was confused about his feelings for his ex-wife, who he had explained to me had serious mental health issues and was abusive. So I'm like, okay, so I've not been on a date in 18 months. So why am I talking about all of this? Because I want to highlight the dating scene, the issues out there for both sexes in finding a valuable partner, and why I think these stats are so bad. I also want to highlight how men in general have stopped communicating. They've stopped chasing, they've stopped hunting, they've stopped asking, they've stopped making effort. It's 99% of cases, and that last 1% is debatable. My theories are educated and open-minded, and I believe a lot of it comes back to pornography, right? I see it everywhere. It's really, really obvious to me, but if you compare dating site behavior to porn addiction, the same symptoms are present. So we're looking at the quick fix mentality, the thrill of matching with attractive women, the same with porn, the lack of effort in real life, the checkout mentality around connection and true sex, all because of porn, the complete disconnect from reality, the lack of focus and concentration, the numbers game thing, chasing the next thrill, that's the dopamine hit, the social anxiety, the issues with sexual behaviors, the lack of emotional expression, that's all the brain damage. It's what porn has done to our men and to our society as a whole. Now, I can feel you sitting there itching to argue, but before you do, have you considered the impact porn has on a man's brain and behavior and his body? And if you haven't, I'll pop a free copy of my ebook on this topic in the comments below, so you can have a look. So isn't it time that men took responsibility for their behavior? And don't worry, I have plenty to say about women on dating sites as well, and how they are enabling and contributing to a low vibration and deeply wounded sexual society, but this video isn't about that, okay? Before I came along, and others like me in this field, all 5 of us in Australia, in fact, no one even knew that porn was bad for you, let alone the impact it was having on men's brains, on their penises, on women, children, and society. But now a lot of people know this information. So why are so many still engaging and enabling this health epidemic and refusing to look at it? Even the women are doing this. So take a look at it. Take a really, really good look at it. Look at your behaviors, look at your habits, look at your pain and your impotence. Look at how you communicate and why you're checking out every single day of your life, only showing up to do the bare minimum requirements, losing connections at every level. I want you to be bold and I want you to be brave. We've gone from ignorance is bliss to, oh, the porn made me do it. We've shifted into more conscious behaviors around sexuality as a planet, yet now blaming porn and moving into victimhood doesn't work. So take responsibility, be date ready, make the effort. Please, guys, I offer coaching in all of these areas, including dating, as well as treatments and programs. And dating and intimacy is part of my 90-day program, Awaken Your Sex God. So I'll pop the link to that also in the comments so you can have a look. And thank you very much for watching.